The Minister of Women Affairs, Dame Tallen, has called on security agencies in the country to ensure the mainstreaming of the revised National Gender Policy 2021 to 2026 into its projects and programs so as to enhance women's participation in the national development. The minister made the call this Monday at a two-day high-level capacity building and sensitization workshop for security personnel in Abuja, the nation's capital. Clearview's News Gloria Atta has the details.
In a society like Nigeria, where security threats are on the rise on a daily basis, it is important to recognize the vital role of women in peace and security. Although women are often viewed as victims of conflict, they play crucial roles in leadership and decision-making processes for conflict management, as well as developing post-conflict reintegration efforts and economic life. But despite these potentials, there are only a few women in high-level decision-making tables on issues regarding the nation's security sector. In a bid to address this, personnel from leading security agencies in the country have converged on this three-day workshop to brainstorm and chart a new course in promoting women's equal participation as well as their inclusivity in the security sector. Speaking at the event, the Minister of Women Affairs, Dame Tallen, who was represented by the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry, Aliyu Shehu Shinkafi, said the revised National Gender Policy 2021 to 2026 was developed to help Nigerians and strategic institutions recognize the need for addressing gender injustice and its possible consequences. He noted that the policy would be a veritable tool in addressing issues limiting women's full participation in national development in line with global standards.
I urge all the security personnel here today to take this training seriously and ensure that gender perspective is mainstreamed into projects and programs implementation in the security apparatus for equitable national development, noting that effective implementation of the national gender policy will go a long way to addressing traditions, customs, sexual stereotypes of social roles and cultural prejudice that militate against women's full participation in national development.
Stakeholders at the event pledged their commitment to providing a level playing ground for women and marginalized groups to contribute their quota to national development.
Workshop objective is to examine the current level of policy response to gender issues in our different sectors, in our different institutions, identify current organizational gaps that may hinder the implementation of the revised gender policy of 2021.
We, the military, the Nigerian Army, we are delighted to be a partaker of this workshop and will not hesitate to contribute positively to achieve the goal of this workshop.
Awareness of this policy will definitely go a long way in creating a healthy working environment amongst officers and men. I can assure you that the Nigerian Air Force also supports this national gender policy and will not hesitate in implementing it.
I want to assure every one of us that Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps and the Commander General of the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps is always willing to support, to collaborate, and to work with any project that aim at improving and promoting the cause of women in the society.
In order to ensure gender balance and needs, many women were appointed in key positions in the service. We have female Edime Custodian Center. The service is ready and willing to support activities related to gender equality in all ramifications.
Recall that on 20th May 2023, the Minister of Women Affairs, Dame Tallen, and other relevant stakeholders launched the National Gender Policy, Gender Equality Profile and Women's Empowerment Coordination Strategic Framework in Abuja. The policy is in line with the federal government's commitment to achieving gender equality and women's empowerment for better social and economic growth. Gloria Atta, reporting for Clearview News.